cars head down to paddock for the first time, and it's going to be Ian Payne that takes the lead. Mark Shaw turns into second, third is Sharrock, Ballon in fourth, Langley in fifth. The top four have made an escape. They're heading to Caterham for the first time in the 30-minute race then here at Brands Hatch, down towards Grand Hill Bend. Still Payne at the front then. He was the race winner yesterday in the 88 machine. So they all turn through Grand Hill Bend. Down the Cooper Straight they go. And here they come again. It's Payne in the lead. He's made a gap to Sharrock. He's got ahead of Shaw. Then Langley in fourth. Ballon attacks him up the hill. There's 7 for the lead. Almost Payne though with that small gap, but there's 6 for second. Behind Ballon was Peter Radcliffe, also in that battle. Mark Coling. Some people who weren't racing in that front scrap yesterday are running there today. And of course we have Paul Wilson and Flick Haig coming from the back. Poor start for him at the 55 of Stuart Simpson, the person that was running early on at the front earlier on yesterday. He's dropped towards the back of the top 10. Langley goes third, then Shaw's gone second. He has Adam Ballon round the outside into Drew. Then he's done it. A great move there to get ahead of James Sharrock as they get down the hill. Sharrock was second. He's now fifth as they go down to Grand Hill Bend behind. They're going side by side as well. All this is allowing Ian Payne to get away. He's got 1 second lead, but Mark Shaw going after him now, and he's made a gap now too. The car runs in third position. That's Terry Langley in his first weekend of Caterham Superlight racing. So now what can Mark Shaw do? The ex-Formula 3 and Formula 3000 driver. They've been attacking for the lead now. He's already, with Ian Payne, the slipstream's worked on that lap, and now he's attacking for the lead. Payne has that covered. Langley has third covered as well as Ballon tries to get past him. James Sharrock then just ahead of Peter Radcliffe, who runs in sixth. Down the hill they come then into Grand Hill Bend, the top 2 with a gap. They start scrapping though. The 4 behind will close in, and Mark Coling there in 7th, so I'm going to drop off. Then we've got another group of about 6 or 7 heading down the Cooper Straight and heading onto the Grand Prix loop. Into paddock we go again then, and it's side by side there as Langley just holding on to third from Ballon, and Sharrock and Radcliffe getting involved as well. So 2 pairs head into Druids all as one. They appear out of the trees. It's still Langley that leads them. With this, the same Mark Coling dropping away from the 4 of them, although it does seem this lap Coling coming back at them in the 13 machine. Fastest person last time was Adam Ballon in 72. Good battle throughout the pack, and the battling for right at the back for that. We're going side by side. Right back into paddock for the lead. Is it still Payne in the 88 lead with 3? Mark Shaw. Then Langley has got a bit of a gap to Ballon this time. Then Sharrock turns into Druids in 5th, and into the gravel trap goes Cliff Murphy, I think it was. He's out then. Also Flick Haig has retired, as has Trevor Carvey. So from the 29 cars that took the start, we're starting to lose cars. So recovery will have to be done at Paddock Hill Bend. We'll be under yellow flags for at least a lap or 2. Into paddock they go then, under yellows. It's now on the attack for second is Terry Langley. He's right behind Mark Shaw as they head up the hill towards the Druids hairpin. Turn through the right hand, and then we've got another car that's rotated into the gravel. Goes number 6, and that is Stuart Leonard. We've been told that in fact it was Rich Boughton that ended up in the gravel trap last time by, but Cliff Murphy has also disappeared off the timing screens, so he's out the race too. So as we're about a third of the way into the race, we have lost about 5 runners. Payne with a gap this time, still under double yellows this time, for sure. Doesn't have to worry about defending from Langley, but then into the green zone. Adam Ballon attacks Terry Langley around the outside. Can't do that. Peter Radcliffe and Mark Coling starting to fall behind. James Sharrock staying with the leader. So it's 5 for the lead into Graham Hill Bend. And Sharrock there just about staying in the slipstream of Adam Ballon, and therefore just about keeping with the leaders. There's Paul Wilson at the front of the next group, so he's worked his way up the pack. Going well, Paul Wilson. 8th position for him. The championship leader ended up out the race yesterday at Paddock Hill Bend after a spin, and then Flick Haig running into him as the recovery work begins to move Stuart Lenard's car out of the way. Leaders through the double yellows though once again, the 5 of them all together. Adam Ballon's the person on the attack this time. Round the outside of Terry Langley goes, then cuts to the inside. He can't do that. Sharrock there as well. So I think actually Adam Ballon may well have been covering his ground for 4th. But still, as we're in the first half of the race, all the lead group know they just need to stay in that leading group, and then the last third of the race they can push for the victory. Peter Radcliffe there in 6th, trying to close his way into the top 5, because then he knows he has a chance of winning the race. He hasn't won a Caterham Superlight race for a very long time now, as Peter Radcliffe driving the number 21 car. Ben Tompkins in 26 has dropped off the timing screens. So we're down to 22 cars on the circuit. Into Paddock for Payne with a gap to Shaw. Ballon's past Langley this time, so he's 3rd, and now he's attacking Mark Shaw up the hill, up on the inside, around the outside, can't do that. Sharrock doing the same on Langley, but they're all staying the same order, and Peter Radcliffe's closing them in, so we're soon going to have 5 for 2nd again, but Ian Payne with that gap. As they turn into Graham Hill Bend now then. Payne still leading. He's led every single lap of this race so far in the number 88 machine. Won his first Caterham Superlight race yesterday, heading towards his 2nd today, but he's been close back in by Shaw. Then Ballon there is 3rd, Langley's at 4th, and hit Ballon, a great run up the hill. Round the outside he attempts to be well behind, Radcliffe attacking Sharrock. He gets a cutback midway through the corner, he may well get 5th with that then. As the leaders turn into Graham Hill Bend yet another time. Still Payne that leads, and Peter Radcliffe has got through, but some smoke appearing from his car. I think one of the mudguards rubbing on the tyre. There's Paul Wilson having a lonely race as he tries to close in the top 7 to see what he can do in that number 32 car. The championship leader he is, heading into this weekend.
So Wilson is definitely on a charge here, and he's closing all the while. The leaders turn their way down through Hawthorns.
Field starting to get less battles. It is unusual to see in a Caterham race, but we've still got 3 for the lead. They all run out wide. Here comes Adam Ballon on the inside of Mark Shaw now to get 2nd position. Yes, he's done that, but they're trying to attack back on the outside there. Is Shaw, but he may well lose out to Langley. We've lost James Sharrock. He's off at Clearways. He should be able to get back out. Paul Wilson's done the same. Oil down at Clearways, also in the gravel, and out of the race. Matt Mahaffel, Jonathan Ramsey, Paul Manyweathers, all off there. So we have yellows at Clearways, but Ian Payne still leads the way. He managed to stay on the road, as did Shaw, Langley and Ballon. Peter Radcliffe obviously got caught out in that as well, because he's dropped back as we head into the 2nd half of this Caterham Superlight race. Everyone in the R300 machine, which was introduced just a year or so ago now. Into Paddock. It's the 2nd. Shaw dives to the inside, sideways for Ballon, then sideways for Shaw. He runs out wide. Ballon comes back at him. Langley trying to get them both out the hill. They're 3 wide heading into Druid. Langley backed out of it there, but then he's still on the inside of Shaw, out the corner. They're still side by side. They head down to Graham Hill Bend. It's the inside line for Mark Shaw as Payne has to pass the back. Marcus Shaw did stay in front. Flapping mudguard for Adam Ballon. Radcliffe lonely in 5th. Sharrock there in 6th. It could well be Coling in fact, and Paul Wilson running next up. James Sharrock is out of the race as well. He's come into the pit lane, so maybe he was the one dropping the oil. Allowed Paul Wilson up to 7th. Wonder what he can do about the front runners in the second half of the race. The race went on. Ian Payne pulled out the lead, and it's a battle for second position, which was one of the few battles that was on the circuit unusually in Caterham. This was Mark Shaw against Terry Langley. By the end of the race, Ian Payne won by 3 seconds after 19 laps. Mark Shaw was second. Terry Langley